This is the Negro Ninja, and today I just gotta bake these rainbow zombies real quick. Okay, so I'm just minding my own Negro business. I haven't been making videos for a minute before I started posting to the community posts. The purpose of posting to the community posts is to let people that watch it know, oh yeah, I'm still here. Okay, because they want some content. And ever since I've been posting, rainbow zombies that was lurking started to show themselves. Now it all makes sense of what was happening when I kept getting flagged when we was looking at holes, the yoga holes and etc. It'll get flagged in less than 10 seconds. As soon as the picture come up, your video's been taken down. It violates our policies. Okay. You can show a picture of a girl's face. She could be wearing something like this. You violated our policies. Okay, then I get rainbow zombies sharing the post, sending people to the post to harass it. Then I started thinking to myself, I was like, rainbow zombies are just like the Fubuki group in One Punch Man. Now, the funny thing about Fubuki is she appears to be a rainbow zombie because she kissed Psychosis on the mouth to take away her Esper powers. Now it all makes sense. What is the Fubuki group, you might add? A group of weak heroes in One Punch Man that tries to gang up on the rookies, or the ones they think that they can handle, until they got to Saitama, and Saitama wasn't having it. Alright, so the premise is you join their group, or they try to make you quit being a superhero. And once again, none of them are particularly powerful. Now back to rainbow zombies. Rainbow zombies represent everything wrong with a falling society, a dysfunctional society. They represent everything that is wrong in society as a whole. Okay, they're sexually immoral. They lack peace. They're busybodies, always harassing people. No sense of order, no sense of justice. They're not very bright. Okay. And you can look at, you can see that in the comment section of the stuff they say. And in harassing, they reveal themselves. They reveal how they turn kids out. Now, going back to how they lack IQ, if you are a wise individual, you're going to be gaslighted by anybody that is not in your intelligence bracket, if they're not in your wisdom bracket. Wise people won't really gaslight you like that. So I'm just say intelligent bracket just to keep it easy to understand. But the dumber the people around you, the more they try to make you feel dumb. So how do they attempt to make you feel dumb? By telling you stupid things, dumb things. Like how at jobs, people don't want to teach you the correct thing just to make you look stupid when they the ones over you, but you're the one to blame because you didn't get it right. All right. And another thing people like to do, okay, that is very similar to what rainbow zombies do. And once again, rainbow zombies represent everything that is wrong with society. It represents a dysfunctional society. It represents a collapsing society. And I'm not even a person that really tries to look into, what makes a society collapse. I'm not that type of person, but I can see it. And that's how you know how serious this is. Okay, like people, whenever you have an issue with people, they will blame you. Maybe it's something you're doing to make people come at you in such a sad way. They don't come at me like that because of how I carry myself. No, nigga. They don't come at you like that because you one of them. You got to watch who you talking to. Okay, now let's say that you may have lashed out at somebody. You having a bad day. All of a sudden, it's your fault because you couldn't control yourself in an irritated situation. You still got to know how to talk to people. So how is it your fault how other people respond to you when you just mind your own freaking business? I don't like the fact that you walk with your back straight and your head up. Whose fault is that? Is it your fault? No, it's that nigga's fault for being inferior. Okay, it's his fault because he can't control his jealousy. Matter of fact, why are you even jealous to begin with? Why is it that can nobody take accountability for their actions with how they feel about you and how they come at you? But it's always the ball in your court for how you have to respond to people. Oh, don't take it personally. Oh, don't do this. And you will always have people gaslighting you. That's just what they do. Because you're not talking to people. You're talking to people that you despise, and they all are in the same web. Okay. And a web that they're trying to trap you into. You're the problem, according to them. But the more people gaslight, the more they snitch on themselves. Okay. It's like the old saying, whoever smelt it, dealt it, on the premise that the person that passed gas always try to act like they the ones that didn't do it. Now, thinking about these individuals mentioned, why wouldn't they be, I wouldn't even say converted, but why wouldn't they join the Skittles Kingdom? They've been the same the whole time. They got the same characteristics. Okay. Just like when you read Romans of why God allowed those people to be taken by the reprobate mind. Okay. God didn't just say, here you go. They earned that. They chose to be a reprobate. Okay. So that's why that's why a lot of people that you would never think would be like that is now supporting this thing. They the exact same thing. They never had goodness in them. That's why they see it like Disneyland. Okay, it's like Disneyland to niggas. All right, and then I'm going to go back to old work examples. When you're complaining about people at your job, okay, if the whole job is that stupid, they're never going to do anything to the people because you're just one person. That's the same mob mentality that people have when they harass you. Okay, oh, he's strong, he's great, but he's just one person. There's nobody else that's being like him. Let's just gang up on him. Okay, like the Fubuki group. Okay. So at a job situation, if you're the one that is complaining, they're just going to get rid of you instead of telling people to act right. Okay, because that's their whole workforce. Okay. Much like society, they're going to tell you that you're the problem for not liking what's in the program. All right. But there's nothing new under the sun. It's the same old, same old. The older you get, the more it repeats how people try you. However, though there may be nothing new under the sun, they always think of new ways to try to deliver it to you. Present it to you. All right. And let me show y'all how they out themselves with the harassment in these comments real quick. Meaning they teach their tactics through how they harass you. All right. So when you're around toxic individuals, it's always you need to grow a thicker skin. They're not thinking about the tone of their voice and the lack of respect, but you got to grow a thicker skin. But they demand respect. And it's usually people that's in authority that'll say stupid stuff like that. Okay, if it's not a group of people, but it's usually them. So they come at you stupid. Okay, they put something stupid on you, and you just be like, hold up, I don't appreciate that. You're just too sensitive. Okay, like how a homo would come to a straight dude, and if the straight dude rejects it, and be like, look, I don't do that, watch out. They'll say, oh, you're not secure in your own sexuality. You'll be like, nigga, I am secure. That's why I'm telling you to watch the F out. Okay. Because if a person was not secure, then they would just be a rainbow zombie when they introduce it. Like most other people. Okay, once again, that's the typical gaslighting. Okay. Then people have to try to irritate you because they know that an irritated person may make irrational decisions. So one of the main reasons why they try to irritate a person is because they want them to make an irrational decision, such as joining them. Okay, they break them down, and it is I've been meaning to actually read a freaking story that shows this. Okay, I actually did it a long time ago, but I had to take it down because it was too raw, and they would have, they would have flagged it immediately. But I might have to, revisit it. All right, just think about the concept of somebody losing their head. I wanna, no, actually, I gotta watch how I say this. So let's say that somebody, if they're in a normal state of mind, they might not have inflicted bodily harm on somebody in a potentially lethal way. Okay, but he just wasn't in the right state of mind because they kept pissing him off. And that's essentially how the devil operates as an opportunist. Um, you know, like riding a wave. They try to create a wave so they could ride it. Now, this doesn't really work well on the intelligent person. All right, let me read this one status I posted a while back. Hold on. All right, before I read this, let me just continue this. All right, so like I said, it don't really work on the intelligent person. That's why they try to make you dumb so it can work easier. That's why they try to draw you into stupid things. They'll say something stupid and want you to respond just as stupid as they said it to you. Because because to respond in the way that they said it to you, they trying to get you to take your mind to a stupid place. Okay, I'm just trying to ride the wave. Go over there so I can make a wave, man. Come on. All right. So the status that I want to use to build on this point is you get more followers for having a low IQ than you do for being wise. When you are wise, you easily draw more adversaries because stupidity is the easiest emotion to relate to. Okay, because you're gonna have stupid emotions. How often do you run into someone in your immediate surrounding doing something smart, and half the time they doing something stupid? They going straight by feelings. I just don't feel good about myself today. Let me just go and mess with this person's property. Just it's something dumb like that. That's why you see hoods so doggone dirty, all the graffiti and all the you know what I'm talking about. You know how emotional them type of niggas be. And you know how low vibrational they be. They feel defeated. In a lot of rural areas, people simply act the way they act because they broke. All right. And people see money as a god, whether they want to admit it or not. Most people do. So they don't got it. They just feel like they're worthless. So they do worthless actions. But that's the concept. They try to wear you out with stupidity, thinking it's going to get to you. I'm like, you don't going somewhere. All right. Once again, since they represent everything wrong with society, we got to put it with these hoes real quick. Because the hoe is very notorious for that example that was just mentioned. Okay, like how they vex dudes so hard that a lot of them have ended their own lives. Okay. All right, now back on the rainbow zombies. When they see that they cannot win, they like to do what losers do when they like to rage quit or whatever. I won. Okay. I'm like, you didn't win. I am the winner in my mind. Yes, I am. Okay. But how does that look translated to them lashing out at you? Okay. Once again, they'll say, oh, you're rainbow zombie phobic. And then they'll say, you're rainbow zombie phobic because you're a rainbow zombie. Okay. That doesn't even make any sense. Okay. This is pretty much like bullets bouncing off of Superman. It's just ridiculous. However, it is important to note that you see what they're doing here. That means they would do that to your kids. Now, there's nothing new under the sun. People just come up with new ways to try to introduce it to you, new ways to use it to try to mess with you. Okay, because I'm very experienced in dealing with people that like to sit around and harass you. That's just what they do. When you're superior, that's just what they do. That's even biblical. Okay. So just imagine, you see that happening to an adult, and you're like, oh, whatever. But they do that to your kids too, but they're not going to do it in the same way. They're not going to, you know the saying, you catch more bees with honey. than you would with vinegar. Okay, or something along them lines. They're going to come at them making it sound sweet. Now, once again, going back to the beginning of the video, they have to teach you that you are the problem. And is a better, who's a better learner than a child with nothing on their minds? Pure of slate for a lot of them, because a lot of kids are evil though. But for the most part, they're going to try to get the kids. Telling kids that their natural urge towards the opposite gender is not correct. And you see them flat out teaching them this in the schools with those niggas in dresses reading storybooks to them. Teaching them how to twerk. And the stupid thing about it is, it's not a lady teaching little girls how to twerk. If, you know, this is a dude teaching kids as a whole how to do it. All right. And one other thing Rainbow Zombies like to do is, well, they harass you because you're putting out the signals. Okay. They feel a strong signal, so they harass you. What signal are they feeling? They feeling straightness, and it makes them want you more. But how would they come at a kid in this scenario? If a kid is complaining, they just keep thinking that I'm like this at school. I don't appreciate that. And then somebody would just say, you know why they think that? It's because you have it in you. Okay. Now that's already enough to get a lot of kids, because they've already taught them that to be a Skittles person is to be on another levels, is what they say. Let me tell you what I heard this one chick say on Instagram this one time. And that's why you can't trust hoes. They're first, I'd be like, are you straight? No, what makes you think that I'm a rainbow zombie? Why would you ask me that? Of course I'm straight. And then a day or two later, she'll talk about kissing a girl or something. But you just said that you was, first of all, you got offended when I asked you about your orientation. Then you saying stuff like this all casually like it's cute. Then she said something like, she said that she wished that she was a rainbow zombie. She thought she was, but she wished it. You can't make this up. That's like, I probably heard like 2 or 3 girls say this on Instagram. Because usually a lot of them just flat out there for real. But they say stuff like that. And she'll say that she thought that she was going to have some type of awakening. All right. And stuff like that just makes me wonder how anybody could even like a rainbow zombie. First, you see what they doing to people that's not like them. People that wants nothing to do with them. That alone should just be enough to make people stop dealing with them. But yet again, they're not going to, because they are one and the same. They're doing things they got no business doing. Things that are not holy. Okay, and God just turned his back on them. Because they turned their back on God. That's all the rainbow zombie ultimately is. So there's one person that you see out there that is unruly. At just a snap, he can just be like them. Like that one time I was telling y'all about. I think I was doing DoorDash or something a while back, and I was telling y'all how they was harassing me all over the city or something. And I was like, this dude here looked like he is a straight person. You couldn't tell me that nigga was a rainbow zombie. He looked straight, and then I was like, what the? Okay, that's how it is for real. Well, that was a real story, but you get what I'm saying. Okay, because it sounds like the Matrix, but there's some crazy stuff out here. Okay, that delinquent is just a second away of snapping and, you know, putting on some lipstick. Okay, the devil can just snatch him up by the tail anytime he pleases, put him back, take him again. That's just how I go. And since this is almost 20 minutes, I'm going to wrap it up here. And this has been the Negro Ninja, bringing you your Negro message for today. Negro out.